Hello and welcome to another episode of Unpacked and Oversharing. I'm Carly and I am no longer alone on the couch because I'm joined by my first official guest on the pod. This guest was very strategic. I deliberately have been trying to chat to her for some time now. The whole of Australia wanted to hear from you, and I'm talking about Emily Dale, the runner-up of the last season of Big Brother. She joins me now. I was going to say good morning because I'm used to breakfast radio, but it's literally the afternoon when we're recording this. Hey.
Hello, Dal. How are you going?
I'm going well. My head has so many questions because I had so many unanswered questions that I didn't get to ask you because so many people wanted to chat to you the day or after that big moment. So before we get to all that, let's start at the beginning.
Oh, here we go.
The last season of Big Brother was a lot. And you were, I think, the front and centre. You are still to this day being called the fan favourite. 20,000 people applied. Tell us about your journey moving into the most famous house in Australia, if not one of the world.
Yeah, it was such a bizarre experience. I just thought to myself, you know what? I just saw the application thing online and I thought, let's just give it a crack.
Why not?
Let's just give it a crack. Let's see how we go and just apply and just see how we go. And then all of a sudden, a couple of days later, I get a call from producers and saying that they're interested.
Wait, a couple of days later?
Yeah, it was about 3 days later after when the applications closed. And I was like, oh gosh, because, I said to hubby, I said, I'm thinking of giving this a crack, what do you think? And he said, yeah, for sure, go for it.
Is this your first time applying for Big Brother?
Yeah, I've never applied for reality TV at all, ever.
Ever?
No.
What was it about Big Brother?
I think it's the uniqueness of it.
Yeah.
I think because you don't see a reality TV show like it where you're literally trapped with strangers for God knows how many days. And just also the restrictions of, no media, no outside world. I thought that would be a challenge. I thought it would be intriguing to give it a crack.
And so you get the phone call a couple of days later.
Yeah,
I imagine that it's not an easy process from there because...
Yeah, there's quite a few rounds, But it was just, I just get a call. You submit the audition video and you get a call and they just say, oh, we want to put you into the next round. And I went, you're joking, aren't you? But anyway, sure, love, we'll give it a crack again. So basically from then on, it was about a 3-month process of rounds, And
I know that they're very strict because I once was on, nothing like Big Brother, but I was once on a show called Holy Moly.
Oh, okay.
For 5 minutes, not a big deal. But the one thing I remember when I was going through the audition process and I was getting closer and closer to being on the show is how much they drill into you. You cannot tell anyone about this.
Oh, yeah.
And it does scare you a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
And especially, but I imagine Big Brother, that would have been tenfold. I mean, mine was a silly golf game show. So, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it was full on. Yeah, we basically were sworn to secrecy.
But let's be so for real. Everyone is going to tell one person at least.
Well, my husband knew because I live with him, obviously.
Of course.
So they knew that.
Were they cool with that? Or is it an unspoken?
Because how am I meant to, sort of sneak away from hubby and say, right, see you later for about 30 days, doll? What am I going to do? You know what I mean? So I'm just
She's left me. She didn't come back.
Exactly. So obviously I do think in certain circumstances, your significant other technically does need to know. I can't just go, see you later, alligator.
Yeah. So do they worry about him telling other people?
Well, it's just that sort of thing. I knew he wouldn't, and that's why. And he was the only person I told. So it was that sort of thing where it was a very, very strict thing.
Yeah.
But I knew that he would keep it on the down low. Knew that.
One thing I always wonder though is what is it like moving through the world once you've been told that you're going to be on? Because so the moment you get that call saying you're on, how long is it until you're in the house?
So it was a month for me. So I
couldn't keep that in for a month.
It was dreadful, Carly. Seriously, it was dreadful.
I imagine because I would crack and tell a random stranger in Woolies. Literally, because I'd have to tell someone, someone who is wearing a hearing aid or something. I would literally be like, they don't know me.
Hello.
I'd have to just get it out there. Honestly, and I would tell my husband too, obviously. But
that's a given, I think.
But what about
grace with that,
your best friends or your parents? You didn't.
No.
Well, how did you get around this? Like, I'm going away, I can't tell you where.
Yeah. And that's the thing. We just had to keep it on the down low because, I had been told that, something like that has happened before where there was a breach of whatever and the person got taken off. So, and I'm like, I don't want that to happen to me. That would be dreadful.
You've been through the whole thing.
Exactly. So, so close but yet so far. I would hate for something to happen, just a little slip up,
So what's life looking like for that month then? Because in the background, you've got to prep everything.
Yep.
But then you've also got to prepare yourself mentally.
100%. It's that sort of thing where, because you feel like you're sort of in a bit of a dream moment where you think, hang on a minute, is this actually happening or is this just, going on in my head? But yeah, it does take a lot of mental preparation of what's going to happen because one, the thing with Big Brother is you're going to be in a house, but you don't know what else is going to happen in it. So it is that, because my issue is, I do struggle with change and I struggle with unpredictability. So I thought,
Emily, okay, you did do this to yourself, but
what I do?
Well, putting yourself in probably the most... if those are things you want. But I love that you put yourself out of your comfort zone.
Yeah, because I took it as a challenge because I thought, you know what, let's just try, talk about exposure therapy. There it was. You know what I mean? There it was, exposure therapy, yeah.
So you go into the house, no one knows where you are except for your husband.
Yeah.
How do you work that with your work and things like that?
Well, the thing is you sort of say, I'm just going to be away for a while. I'll take the leave.
Did anyone think you were dying or anything? Because it seems so ominous. Guys, I have to go away. I don't know how long I'll be gone for.
I did make up saying I was going to Japan for a little bit. I did say that. I thought it's technically, I'm going over there to relax on a holiday, but obviously, I
might like it. I might stay for longer. I haven't booked a return flight yet.
Exactly. And they say, how long for? I said, I don't know yet. You just sort of get caught in a bit of a, you think, oh, no.
Next thing you're photoshopping yourself in ski pics.
I'm digging myself a big hole here, Dal, honestly. I'm like, oh, for goodness sakes. But yeah, it is really hard to keep it on the down low.
I imagine.
It really is. Oh, gosh.
So obviously you get past this month. Yes. You get to the house.
Oh.
Now, because Big Brother had been off telly for a little while, there was so much scrutiny around it, and I remember everyone was trying to figure out who's going in, and there was a lot of radio hosts, to the point I even had people accusing me because so Big Brother actually come out and said, we're not putting media people in there. They actually said that but there was this obsession with trying to find out who. Was there a point where someone almost got close to figuring out any of the contestants?
No, I don't believe so.
Did they fly you in all at separate times?
Yeah. So yeah, you do have to, because there is obviously a lockdown period, and I was from Perth, so I was in lockdown for about 4 days. So they'd send me to a hotel, and I'd literally stay in that hotel for those 4 days and be escorted in and out. Because there were because I found out there were some housemates that were actually in the same hotel as me, and so they didn't want us to intertwine, walking down the hallway and see each other.
It's very COVID, isn't it?
Oh, it was so COVID. It was that sort of, it was crazy. Yeah, we'd also have a chaperone. And she was delightful. But yeah, it's a full on. It's really you're in lockdown. You're basically you're in quarantine.
So when you're in that period, are you excited? You're not having any regrets?
Oh no regrets at all. No, no. I was thinking, you get anxiety because you think, all right, I'm already shut out from the world already because we could only have TVs for a certain amount of time as well.
What? Okay, that feels unnecessary. What are you going to do watching TV? What, then they made you just sit and face the wall?
Well, there were times, most of the time we were allowed to have the TV, but obviously they were...
This feels excessive.
I know, no, but it's true. It's true. It may have been...
Is it because of the news?
Broadcasting. So they might be doing ads about Big Brother whilst we're in lockdown that we can't know.
Okay, that does make sense now.
So it's they did well. Listen, let's just say that because we all came in clueless. Absolutely clueless. We came in there. But no, it was such an unusual time period where we all just felt so... locked in. But it was a beautiful hotel, don't get me wrong, so it was good to be locked in there.
Oh, they looked after you.
Oh, absolutely right, yeah. But, no, it was good fun. It was still part of the experience, yeah.
So then you get into the house and... was there any moment throughout the thing, and we did see you kind of keep a pretty level head throughout the whole series.
I tried my best.
I think that's a fair assumption though.
Yeah,
because
yeah.
I think it's one of those situations where you think you're going to act a certain way and you think you know yourself, but then there's the food deprivation, the sleep deprivation, because the producers are trying to get those reactions.
They're trying to get a rise.
Yeah.
That's what it's all about. It's all part of the fun.
Was there one moment where you thought, I'm not going to crack on national TV, that you felt like you're being tested?
Oh, yeah, the bit where I had no clothes. The bit where I had to borrow... Yeah, I had to borrow Connor's shirt, bless him. But, you know, it's like, oh, my gosh, I'm borrowing someone's shirt that I've only known for about 4 or 5 hours.
Yeah.
Complete stranger at the time. And, no, it was very kind of him to do that. But, yeah, I'd probably say the clothes situation and the, you know, we didn't have toothbrushes, et cetera, et cetera.
No toothbrushes
no
would send me.
No, it was, you know,
I
mean, to the point where Colin got one of those, you know, unused toilet brushes to try and brush his teeth.
Oh.
But that's just a Colin thing to do. Bless him.
Let's quickly touch on Colin and Holly, because they were under so much scrutiny in the house. Like,
yeah.
Holly really copped it too. A lot of people accusing their relationship of being fake. But one thing that surprised me is they kept that relationship going out of the house. But then people are saying that they're now broken up because they're unfollowing each other recently on social media. Like, this is a recent thing.
Yeah.
What's your take on the relationship? Because obviously you were with them 24/7.
Yeah. It was that sort of thing. I thought it was an unusual dynamic between the two of them.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was definitely some feelings there.
Yeah.
Especially with Colin.
Yeah.
Colin very much so, I noticed. And, but yeah, it was just, I mean, they tried to keep it going for as long as they could. So
have they broken up? Do you have...
I mean, I haven't...
Emily, come on, give us the scoop. They've
dreadful.
They've said a lot by unfollowing each other publicly. They knew that was going to be...
Yeah, that's probably your answer.
Okay, right. Do you know what happened?
No, I don't know.
Are you shocked?
Oh dear, now we're getting in the hot seat.
It's like being back in the house.
Yeah, the blood pressure's going up. No, I'm not really shocked, to be honest, no.
Yeah. What do you think the biggest issue they had as a couple? Because the age thing was brought up a little bit.
Yeah, I do believe that as well. And I think from what I can see with both of them, they both live very different lives. You know, and I think they live in different states, I'm pretty sure as well, which would make it hard too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you had a chance to watch the episodes back?
I've only watched 3 episodes. I haven't watched all of them.
Is it just too hard to watch yourself, or
a little bit?
You lived it?
Yeah, you do get a little bit of that. Oh no, I can't see that. You know, you see yourself in the most terrible looking hairstyle and all of that, thinking you forget you're on camera. You see, so you just with certain things like there's this challenge I did where I tried to sneak, you know, items, the pinata and stuff for a surprise party.
Yeah, and
I'm wearing my big change poncho thing, and running around with it. It just looked pathetic, but you know, yeah, it was.
How does it go packing for Big Brother? And I know this sounds really superficial, but that would do my head in, because you don't know how long you have to pack for.
Yeah.
You don't know the conditions, and also, do they have to approve your clothes?
So they do approve your clothing for the entrance.
Yeah.
So what you're walking in with.
Yeah.
They've approved.
But how do they... Because obviously Big Brother's a commercial entity, right? So they probably don't want you walking around with slogans or brands.
So a part of it was, don't wear the big logos and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Just keep it quite plain. And I literally made it really plain.
Keep it simple. I love it.
Yes, one colour on the shirt, yeah.
What was the biggest shock going into the Big Brother house where you were like, oh, this is not what I thought?
Oh, I think seeing the cameras around
you actually physically... Because I know they're mounted places.
I thought they were hidden because, you know, like in the original Big Brother house, you know, in the first couple of seasons, you couldn't see cameras anywhere in the house, like from what you could tell from when you're watching it.
Are there cameramen around?
No. You don't see anything of production there. They do that really well, actually. You literally feel like you're in that environment.
Wow.
It's amazing. But yeah, there were like 100 and something cameras spread out in the house, and it was just more, you do forget they're there, but there are times where, you know, you might be sleeping and all of a sudden you see this camera that turns to look at you and you go, oh, here we go, and I put my Grinch mask on.
In Grinch mode.
It gets awkward quick.
Were you a Big Brother fan? Like, did you watch it growing up?
Yeah, I did. I not incessantly.
Yeah.
But I did definitely watch a couple of seasons. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, watched Reggie's season.
Oh, I loved Reggie.
She's a sweetheart. And
you
Chrissy
give
Swan.
Reggie vibes in the best way possible. Because, no, she was very down to earth and she was a fan favourite too.
Yeah, she's a sweetheart, yeah.
Do you have any regrets from your time in the house of anything where you love... Because, to be fair, I'd be shocked because I think you come off quite well in the house.
Yeah, no, I don't... Oh, gosh. I don't say I have any regrets in the way I was at all.
Yeah.
I think... You know, I mean, it was me. It was authentic. And so I don't have any regrets of, acting a certain way. So
Who do you still talk to from the house?
Oh, well, we have our own little group. We have our own little Instagram group, chat group. So we chat quite regularly. But the
Is everyone in that group chat?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, is that how you know about Colin and Holly? Did they announce it in the group chat?
No. It was just more of a subtle thing that everyone sort of put two and two together with, I talked to Alana.
Oh, because you guys just went on a holiday together. I loved her in the house.
Yes, I love Alana. So she's a real sweetheart. I mean, I knew day one. I'm like, she's my person.
How has life changed post Big Brother?
It's changed quite a bit, actually. Yeah. I mean, the weird thing is getting recognised. That's the weird thing. Because you're walking in the shops just doing your own thing. And you just think, you're just walking, you're getting things, and then you see people staring at you. And at first you think, hang on, what are you looking at?
Yeah.
And then you see them sort of gravitate towards you and they say, oh, were you on Big Brother?
Yeah.
Oh, you did so good, blah, blah, which is great. It's lovely. But initially when you see them staring at you, you think, oh, have I got something, have I done something wrong? Have I done something wrong? But, it was, I would say probably getting recognised is still unusual to get used to. Now,
I feel like I've beaten around the bush.
Oh, here we go.
Let's go to the big moment that everyone was talking about.
Oh, yeah.
The eviction night.
Yeah, love, yeah.
Because this was something that, it actually overshadowed Coco's win. And it's not your fault at all, but let's go there because even I, as a viewer, was absolutely shocked. So walk us through the timeline of what actually happened.
So, oh gosh, let me think. So, it was basically Coco and I on the lounge, waiting for the winner to be announced. That was all well and good. And then, obviously, Coco won, so I got my luggage and walked out. And then it was again a bit of a blur at this point because then things, whoa, it was very overwhelming.
Were you still sorry to go backwards, but were you by this stage you're thinking I've got a real chance of winning this?
Yes, and I never.
So did you have that little bit of disappointment, which was only natural because it was a lot of money to win?
Yeah, it's natural disappointment. But at the end of the day, I just couldn't believe I bet Colin. Like that still blows my mind to this day. I thought hands down that boy was going to win.
Really? Yeah, there was a few people saying that.
Hands down.
But
he's such a beautiful boy, and I honestly thought he was going to win. So when it was the top three of Coco, myself and Colin, I even said to them, I'll happily accept the bronze. Like, I'm happy with that.
Yeah.
And then when they said Colin to go, I went, you are kidding me.
And is that when you thought, oh my God, I could win this?
Yes.
I would think the same thing too.
Well, it was 50-50. It was a coin flip.
Yeah.
So I thought, holy moly, how did we get here? Like, I thought I would be voted out the first week.
And I would have already spent the money in my head. I'd be thinking, because it was a lot of money. I'd be thinking, wow, this could change. So that would be the highest of highs and then the come down. But then you've got to go out on stage.
Yeah. So they are, gosh, I'm even trying to think of it because it's a real blur, but I do remember going out on the stage and there was lovely Mel Tracina there and Mike Goldman in the corner there, and I didn't know my husband was going to be there. I had no idea. So when I went out, everyone was cheering and stuff like that. The first thing I saw was my husband. I mean, he's 6'4", so he stood out like a sore thumb. But so when I saw him, I was like, oh, and I got overwhelmed with that. And I didn't even realise that after that I was being ushered off because I was being ushered off to him. And at that point I didn't even register, I didn't get, you know.
Were you all told you would have an exit interview? Because everyone that night had an exit interview.
I wasn't told anything, but I'm assuming based on the pattern of every person who was getting...
Well, the whole history of Big Brother. Yeah. That's why it was so controversial at the time, because it was so unprecedented.
Yeah, it was. I've heard different things.
Can I say one thing I've heard floated?
Yeah.
Apparently, this is from someone who's claiming to be an ex-producer. I don't know if you've heard this, but they come out and said that they were so worried about your fan base being so strong, because it was, you know, people loved you on the show. They were worried it would overshadow Coco. So I think they were trying to get you exit stage left so it didn't overshadow Coco, but I think it kind of backfired. Do you? I mean, that's a theory.
Yeah, I have heard that theory as well. I've heard it, but I haven't heard it from anyone in particular. I just saw it on an article that someone sent me. But yeah, I have heard that. And
what's your theory?
Well, honestly, only they know at the end of the day. I heard it was time constraints. It was quite rushed.
I will say.
Yeah, there was time constraints for sure, yeah.
Devil's advocate here. The production went through it that season. Like, and credit to Mel Tresina. Like, her first season hosting, but then they were getting rained on. Doing a live show, but you could see that, you know, it felt as a viewer like they were scrambling at times to do things, definitely. And it felt a bit frantic, the production of it, to keep it a live show. So maybe there was some truth in that, but either way, wherever the cards fall, were you disappointed?
Like I said, when I saw my husband, that's all I cared about at that point, because I wasn't expecting him to be there. It was more the aftermath of people sending me DMs saying, "Oh my gosh,
I was
Emily,
one of them.
You didn't get an interview, you didn't get this, and you didn't get that." And then I thought, "Oh yeah, you're right. Actually, I didn't even realize." But you know, you're actually right. Yeah, you're right. And then it sort of got to me a little bit after that.
Yeah. Well, you're here now.
But it got to me a little bit after that. But in the actual moment, I didn't even register that I was going to be interviewed. I didn't, because I just saw my husband. I did not know he was going to be there. So they flew in from Perth, which was great. So, yeah, but, it is what it is, isn't it?
But what did it feel like when it's just you and your husband in the hotel room and you realise that it's all over? Because I think it puts a nice bow on it, having that interview. Oh,
it does. So
whereas you kind of get pushed into this room and then it's over. It's so
there was sort of
anticlimactic.
Yeah, I guess you could say that, I guess in a way, as you do say, you know, the final interview sort of wraps it up in a bow. And, I guess in a way there was a bit of closure that wasn't there. But, you know, it's since been resolved, sort of thing.
What do you mean by that? Like within yourself, like you?
It's like, it is what it is. Gosh, you know. I mean, at that moment, that's what happened, and I can't, because that's live TV for you, isn't it?
Was there? Because then there's obviously it's been some time. Were you literally told not to do interviews at all?
No.
Because people were asking for you. What was happening?
I don't know. So I was never told.
I was one of them. That's why I'm...
No, I was never told I couldn't do interviews. Yeah. No, I was never told that.
I've always wondered how Coco feels about this, because the next day all the headlines were about you. And that's not your fault. Yeah, I don't say that in any way to make you feel bad. It's more because, again, no one's technically at fault here, but I think they underestimated, or maybe they knew and that's why it was done. But so many people wanted to hear from you. They wanted that moment. We loved watching you in the house. Yeah. And then to not have that, it felt like we're a bit robbed.
Yeah. A lot of people did say that to me.
How did Coco feel the next day about it? Did she reach out to you? Did she say anything?
Oh, she has.
Not that it's her fault.
No, oh God, no, absolutely not her fault in the slightest. No, she did say, she goes, because at that time, obviously, before I got out, you know, when I got out, she was still in, so she didn't really know much about it until the next morning when things started, you know, surfacing, and she just said, you know, it's that sort of thing. I'm just sorry that happened, you know. But you know, again, it was all out of our control.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Have you had a chance to chat much to Coco? Like, how's she going?
I haven't really chatted to Coco very much. But as far as I know, she's doing really well.
I bet she is.
It's good. No, it's good. She's got her 3 beautiful children, so it's good. It's good to see. It's good to see.
Has there been any relationships formed post Big Brother? Like,
you mean
hookups or anything with any of the contestants that you know of?
You mean, are you talking about Coco and Bruce?
Yeah, like what's going on there? Are they...
Oh, I think they're just friends. They're just friends. Yeah, they're just friends now, as far as I'm
I
aware.
really wanted them...
Yeah, they're funny, aren't they? A funny little duo. But yeah, no, as far as I'm aware, they're just friends, yeah.
So do you know if they're going to do another season of Big Brother? I'd assume so, right?
Oh, I haven't heard anything, but I've seen predictions that there should be, that there is going to be.
Would you do it again if they ever said, oh, we're going to bring back...
Oh, I'd love to do it again.
Would you advise people to do it?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Like in my exit speech, well, not exit speech because I didn't get one, but in the house when Mel Tresina was talking to me, you know, I said, you know, something along the lines of, you know, oh, it's been an absolute blast. You know, I highly recommend it. And I still stand by that.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it was great fun. I've met lifelong friends, you know, one in particular, you know, Alana is I talk to her every day.
Yeah.
We talk to each other every day. We're always in contact and she's an absolute sweetie. So I'm very happy that, you know, I've found a really beautiful friend from it.
Do you have any idea of how you're being perceived to the outside world? Because I know that people were able to scream things over to you guys from rides and things like that. Like, what is the most random thing that was screamed out at you guys?
Oh, you mean towards me in particular?
Just at all.
Oh, there was a group of people who said, oh, there's a double eviction. But there wasn't.
Oh.
So we could hear them saying, there's a double eviction tonight. And we're like, what? And then obviously, you know, some of us went to Big Brother and said, is this true, Big Brother? Da, da, da. You know, I didn't personally, but I know others that did.
Imagine if there wasn't Big Brother just scrambled and said, no, it's off.
Yeah, no, but yeah, because, see, it's like on purpose they would say fake things to get us.
Really?
Well, I mean, there wasn't a double eviction when they said, so they were just having a laugh, I think.
Oh, my God.
Yes, because, you know, I mean, I panic at everything, so, you know, they achieved, goal achieved.
Which is so wild, because in the house you come off so... just someone that you really showed up as yourself. I mean, not like I know you, but like I feel like, and I think that's why Australia loved you, because genuine is the word. You just come across so genuine. And were you, like, for me, I'd be just so worried about how I was being perceived, or because you're literally in the biggest fishbowl in Australia,
and
if not the world
as well. Yeah, and that's the thing. And yeah, that is overwhelming.
But you didn't seem that way at all.
No, I mean, there were times, it was more the night time where, you know, because Lana and I were bed buddies, so to speak, and we're both ruminators. So we'd ruminate over the day and we go, oh, gosh, did we say anything silly? Oh, no, I hope not. Oh, dear. You know, that sort of thing. And, you know, we'd have a little chat and be like, oh, you know, no, I think, no, it was all good. No, I didn't do that wrong. It was all good.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because there is that sort of... there is that element of, paranoia of, oh, gosh, you know, I hope no one perceives this the wrong way when that wasn't my intent. You know, that sort of thing.
Yeah. How has your husband found all of this? Because he would have been watching every day.
He was.
And what about your friends and family? Because they would have been shocked, because they would have just been turning on the TV one day and there you are.
Yeah, no, it was a shock to them for sure, definitely. You know, my friends, my family, my colleagues, they were they were like...
Your students, they would have been like, oh my God.
They would have been like, what is going on? But yes, so yeah, I had a lot of support, which was really good.
Yeah.
The aftermath was, because when you're in the house, you know, you watch 24/7, so you don't know what they're going to show. You don't know what they're going to pick up or amalgamate together to make something, you know. So, you know, there was even a time where I went into the diary room to talk to Big Brother and just say, you know, oh, I'm just in my head today, Big Brother. I said, because I don't know what the outside world is thinking, you know, and I do, that is one of my weaknesses, is I do worry about what people think of me, which was also why I thought, Emily, go on the show and be scrutinised.
Yeah.
Sort of
well, you passed the test. You passed the test.
Oh, no. Oh. Yeah, it was hard, but it was, I loved every bit. It was so fun. So much fun.
Well, you were so fun to watch. Like, you really were.
Oh, thank you. Yeah. Oh.
It blows my mind that you haven't watched back, but I can see why.
Yeah.
Is there something, obviously you haven't watched the show back, but was there something that you thought would be shown that wasn't?
Oh, yeah. So there were a few times where I'd actually cried in the diary room.
Yeah.
So I think I cried in the diary room twice. And after when I became a blubbering mess, I thought, oh no, they're going to show that, aren't they? But they didn't, as far as I'm aware. So that's
lucky.
Good. But
what about the live stream? Because that was different this year.
Yeah.
Were you conscious of that? Because you literally will watch 24/7.
24/7. Yeah. I knew there was a live stream component, but we weren't sure when it sort of started, whether it started straight away, whether it started halfway. Like, we weren't sure about that. We didn't get, I don't recall hearing that information. So, but yeah, it was, the live stream definitely gave a whole new look on who we were as people.
Yeah.
Because, you know, there's the live stream and there's the Daily Show. And, you know, I have heard that in the Big Brother fan base, there were live stream watchers and there were Daily Show watchers.
Yeah, there were,
And so obviously the live stream, you see lots more, you know, detail of people's personalities and stuff like that. So, the live stream apparently was really popular. So, besides the washing machines, you know.
The one thing that was quite funny and it became a topic of conversation is when the live feed would cut out. Were you guys made aware? Apparently would be if someone swore or if things were...
Oh.
Did you hear about this in the house?
So I did know something on the lines of, you know, there were certain things that we couldn't talk, especially on a Saturday. There were certain things that we couldn't talk about because it wasn't being filmed as like the Daily Show. You know, they weren't grabbing footage, I think, from that day, I don't believe. But yeah, there were some things that I had heard after the fact that, we got muted quite a few times. But at that point, we didn't know.
Was that because you were talking about strategic things with the show or?
I don't know. So there was one time where I was talking about, apparently my mum said, because she watched it on the live stream, she told me this later, you know, I was saying a funny story about my nana and then they muted me for some reason. So I didn't.
What about Nan?
Poor Nan.
Poor Nan.
No, bless her. But so I don't know why. They just chose to mute certain things.
Was there anyone in your life that didn't have a good reaction to you going on the show that was like, oh, Emily, why would you do that?
No.
Yeah.
And that's the crazy thing. I thought there would have at least been someone.
Yeah.
But, I mean, they haven't said to my face, so.
Do you watch other reality TV shows?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, what are you into?
I'm a sucker for 90 Day Fiancé. Oh.
Okay, I had to stop watching it because I literally was giving up on love. No, seriously.
Yeah, I know, it doesn't portray it well, does it?
Sometimes it doesn't, and I would think I do this with maths every year as well. Yeah. Are you watching maths?
I've watched little bits. I haven't watched it, the whole thing.
Yeah.
But I've seen the little snippets of the controversial bits, you know.
Is there another show that you would go on? Another reality show?
There's quite a few. I mean, I'd
Have you been asked?
No, not
because you were very popular.
Not yet. So I'd love to go. So, I mean, there were rumours, and it was rumours, and that's what it was, that for Alana and I to be on The Amazing Race together.
You two would be great. Let's make this happen.
Yeah, so I'd love to do The Amazing Race if it was with Lana, for sure. That would be hilarious. It's like, you know, Dumb and Dumber, really. It's quite funny. So that, and I'd love to do, you know, like travel guides or something.
Oh,
like
you
that,
would be great.
Even Gogglebox, give that a crack.
Oh, yeah, you would be amazing.
And then, although I hate saying it, but I'm a celebrity, get me out of here. I don't see myself as a celebrity, so take that bit out. But I think that would be real exposure for me for that, being a germaphobe. And I thought, oh, wow.
How did that go in the house, being a germaphobe?
Oh, gosh. Yeah, no, it was hard. Like, you know, I had my shower thongs, you know, that sort of silly thing. And I still do to this day.
I always wonder about going to the toilet, though, because I would be, like, I don't even like going to the toilet in public toilets.
Oh, yeah.
So did you feel like you never had privacy?
Yeah, definitely.
Were you so self-conscious?
Oh, yeah, constantly.
Yeah.
In the toilets.
And what about having a shower? Like, were you...
Yeah, I was very self-conscious.
Yeah.
Having a shower, but there was a frosted layer over the glass.
But were you I'd still think, what if there is a camera in here?
Well, yeah, I sort of did the little gaze around. But,
and by the way, that's not paranoia. You're in the Big Brother house.
Yeah, I know.
I even feel that way in Airbnbs.
Well, yeah, you got to sometimes.
You do. You actually do.
Yeah. But yeah, so the girls had figured out, or was it Colin? Someone figured out that there was a strategy where, because there were cameras away from the showers, but obviously if you're tall, they could still see your head, sort of thing. So he said, put a towel over the the clear glass leading down to the frosted glass. I don't know if it was Colin, it was someone, and so that was a strategy all the girls used.
Yeah.
And so ever since then, I felt comfortable because I'd pop the towel over and I'd hope I'd be, what do you call it?
Protected?
Thank you, disguised, you know.
Yeah.
Because, showering was an interesting thing, yeah.
I know. Was there ever a moment where you were almost caught naked on any cameras? I'd be so paranoid. Yeah.
No, I don't believe so.
Because would you just get dressed in the shower?
Yeah, so exactly. So I had a lot of straps. So I wore this big cloth poncho thing. That was my little changing poncho. Yeah. So I would never, ever get changed out in the...
Were there some contestants that were so free with it?
Oh, yeah, of course, yeah. And
but was that jarring as a contestant, just seeing people naked that you don't really know?
Well, they weren't... It wasn't naked. It was... There was still some consciousness there, but, you know, I was like a little prude, you know. Yeah. I'd go under in the poncho and undress or
I would be exactly the same.
Yeah, and then I'd forget to put my mic back on, and then Big Brother would tell me off for mic infringement, and then I have to put my mic back. I'm sorry, Big Brother. I was trying to get changed, mate. I apologise. Yeah. So you take the mic off to get changed, and it's such a process to get changed. Like when you're under this thing trying to put everything on.
Yeah.
Everyone else is just doing it in 2 seconds, and here I was in a little ball trying to figure myself out.
Do they make you take the mics into the toilet too?
Yes.
Yeah, see, that would be weird, that I know someone's listening to me going to the toilet.
Yeah. Well, yes. So about that, there was a TikTok I came across of the live stream. Someone obviously just, you know, took the clip, and I say, I'm going to the toilet, and I go in, and you could hear me piddle. I heard it with my own ears, and I thought, you're joking, aren't you? Great. So now... So
that's on the internet.
Yeah.
Surely you can make money off that or something. Well, like, it's already out there.
So, yeah, I was a bit annoyed at that. I thought, oh, gosh, you're joking, aren't you? That's terrible.
Oh, no.
But, yeah, no. But it's all right. Could have been worse.
I mean...
It could have been worse, love.
It could have. Because I will say, like, sometimes with these things... they can make or break people, reality TV. And we see it, like, I think these days too, like, a lot of people obviously do it because they want a big social media following and things like that. But then sometimes it works against them if they get the wrong edit or a villain 100%. Edit. Like, I think overall you've come out of it really well.
Yeah, I'd like to think so. Yeah. I mean, compared to some others, I feel quite... You know, I mean, but again, I didn't engage in controversy and confrontation. I hate confrontation. I avoid it like the plague. That's why I was always stuck in the middle of confrontation, not a part of it. You know, like with the BB Eats with Jane and Bruce, bless. You know, yeah, of course they put me there because they know how I am with conflict.
Yeah,
just shrink.
What's it like on your mental health post Big Brother? Like you said, they look after you. So what does that look like? Because I imagine like I do sympathise for people that go on reality TV because it feels, especially for people like yourself who lived a very normal life. You know, you're with your childhood sweetheart. You had a very normal job. To go from that to this huge explosion of attention, which you know you're signing up for it, but mentally that would do something to people.
It does. It really does. But I think for me, it sort of has made me want to engage more in the industry. Oh, I love that. So it's given you confidence. Because, you know, when you're on Big Brother, you're literally laying, you know, you're like... Your layers are exposed, basically. Your layers of your personality, even your appearance, you know, because you're not all dolled up in makeup every day like The Bachelor or something like that. So, you know, people saw me at my literal, you know, core, so to speak. So, you know, if I was able to, you know, achieve that, then, I love that though. So what you're saying is you've had this level of acceptance. Yes, I think that's actually so nice because sometimes it does go the other way for people. It can really expose them. Yeah, absolutely. So what does that look like for you then? Well, I'd like to maybe do a bit of a career pivot.
Yeah.
so to speak,
It's so funny though, Emily. I did not see this coming. Like everyone the whole time was not saying, and I'm all for this, by the way. This is, I love this. But it's so funny the whole time everyone was like, Holly's just doing this for fame and not saying you went on Big Brother for fame, because I do not believe that.
No, I was not, no.
But I actually love this from you.
Yeah.
So
I wasn't expecting it.
Yeah.
Because like I said, and I said this to Big Brother at the start, I'm not here for the money. I'm here to just enjoy, just have an experience, also for the mental challenge as well. Just to be in something that's so unique that only certain people can say they were in. What an amazing thing to be in. So that's how I thought about it. That's what I thought about it. And so, but now after the fact, I had such a positive experience in the industry that I was like, oh, wow, this is actually really fun.
So have you got an idea of where you would go with it, or you're more just going to put yourself out there more on socials?
Yeah, probably put myself out there a little bit and just...
Well, plug your socials.
Yes, yeah. Oh, wait, do I say it?
Yeah, go for it.
Well, wait, what is it? Oh, how do you do it? How do you do the...
Okay, we're going to have to work on this part.
Can you help me?
Follow, subscribe. Emily Dale, by the way.
Emily Dale, yeah.
You've just got your name on Instagram.
Yeah, emilydale.14. I think.
What's the 14 about?
Because the 14th is my birthday. It's my birthday tomorrow.
Oh my God, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, happy birthday.
Oh, thank you, love. Yeah, no, thanks.
Oh. Surely, was there anyone that came knocking post Big Brother endorsement wise? Like, surely Scotch Fingers. They've missed an opportunity if they haven't.
So Arnott's, no, not directly, but they have commented on some videos.
Oh, come on. Send this girl a packet of Scotch Fingers.
Do you know people have actually said to me, they're like, I'm now into Scotch Fingers, or every time I see Scotch Fingers now, I grab a packet.
Yeah. So, and I saw you did a great TikTok the other day with the Scotch finger recipe.
Oh, the disaster there, yeah.
Yeah, maybe they won't use that. No, but seriously, was there any, like, because people always talk about how, it does change your life. Did any of that come knocking for you?
Not necessarily, not really. Again, they do say it can be a slow burn as well. Yeah. So
Arnott's, if you're listening.
Yes. Yeah. No. But yeah, whatever comes my way, I'm very open to. Which is very unusual for me, because usually I need to know what I'm doing. I need to know. Yep. But I feel like Big Brother's given me that opportunity to accept change, which is what I struggled with, and also just accept uncertainty of certain things. Yeah. And just sort of take life more day by day rather than, 10 years in the future, what am I going to do, or something. I get very caught in that sort of thing. That's anxiety 101. But it's more the what ifs and stuff like that.
Yeah, I love that. And I wasn't expecting, because again, on the show, like, you would just, as a viewer, you just seem so self-assured. So it's actually kind of nice to hear that you, I mean, I'm not glad that you felt anxious, but I'm almost like, in a way, it just humanizes you more, I guess. The fact that you obviously had those fears, but you just did it anyway. I think some people with things like that, they obviously apply for the show and things like that, wanting all of that scrutiny, all of that attention. And I do believe, I think that's why you were so popular, because people could see that it was so far from your reality and your life, which is,
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
And I just think good on you for putting yourself there.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, no. Well, like I said, I applied. I just thought, let's do it, because I'm not a regret sort of person. So I'd rather just, be in it to win it, so to speak. Apply, and just forget about it. Yeah. And then if something comes out, which I thought was so incredibly minimal, like statistically. So I just applied and thought, okay, so, I can't think, what if I didn't apply and I could have gotten in or something like that. I just applied anyway, and if I didn't get in, which I was 100% confident I wouldn't, at least I'd get that clarity of, okay, I tried though, and that's the main thing. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. But I was, like I said, I wasn't expecting to get where I got. Oh. really.
And you were so close. Oh. But, all of the blogs, everything were literally calling you the fan favourite. Like, I know there wasn't a prize for runner-up, or was there?
No.
No? You didn't get anything?
No.
What? Also, can I ask, look, you don't have to answer, but what were you paid to be on Big Brother? Like, how did that work?
Yeah, you get paid for the amount of time you're there.
Right. Is
So
it
if you're
per
there for-
day?
Yeah, per day. So if you're there for 8 days, you get paid for the 8 days.
Yeah.
If you're there for the 30 days, you get paid for the 30 days.
Because I've heard
Yeah.
different things from different...
Well, that's as far as I understand.
Yeah, so I've heard apparently there's certain reality shows where... And I don't know how they would do this, where they go, what are your bills and like your mortgage and this and that, and we'll cover that.
Oh,
but
no.
Or did they do a set fee?
Set. It was
Yeah.
a set.
Was it can you say, or you...
I don't know. I don't know if
Oh,
I can-
yeah, we're not trying to get you in trouble. We're not trying to get you cancelled. You got through the Big Brother house.
Yeah.
No, but okay, we'll say this. Was it something... Because you didn't do it for the money, obviously.
No.
You did it for the experience.
Yeah.
But did you think it was fair? Was it like, okay, this isn't going to set me back in life doing this?
Oh, yeah, I thought it was fair.
Yeah, okay, that's
Yeah,
good.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
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 I mean, a free trip to the Gold Coast
Yeah,
and
man,
accommodation.
That's the thing, I couldn't believe it because I thought, I'd have to pay for that, and that's fine. I was fine with that. But they go, no, we do
Oh, you
that.
thought you were going to have to pay for your
'cause
flight?
I don't know what I'm doing. I
bless.
just applied and just hope for the best. You know what I mean? So,
Oh, I
yeah.
love
And then when
that.
they said that, I went, oh, that's fancy. That's fancy for sure.
Surely you have you had any, like, special treatments since? I mean...
Well, it's so funny. On the plane back from Melbourne a couple of days ago, it was so funny. There was this beautiful flight attendant, hi Jack, who spotted me and recognised me. And so this is again, I love the simple things in life. So there were these little when they walk around with the food saying, oh, would you like something, da 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 da, like the snacks and stuff. And he just said, just get one.
You've made it in life. And because it's expensive, those
I went,
snacks.
oh, and yeah, there you go. So I was like, oh no, you're dreadful, no way, but thank you. Yeah.
Did you grab the Scotch fingers?
No, they didn't have any.
Oh, again,
There were no
Arnott,
Scotch
come on.
fingers. There were no Scotch fingers on. Oh, you mean on the plane?
Yeah.
No, there weren't any on the plane.
Oh.
No. So I just got me cheese and crackers.
The best. Well, I'm glad we finally got to actually chat.
Yes.
Because I had a lot of questions post Big
Yes.
Brother.
Yeah. Yeah.
How long has it been now?
Oh, gosh, we wrapped up filming... It was November 9th, I think. No, not November 9th. That's when we started. November 8th we started. I think it was December... Oh, what was it? I think it was December 9th or something like that, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Whenever the finale was, that's when we wrapped up.
It's taken a little while, but here we are.
Here we are.
Well, I've loved chatting with you. I loved watching you on Big Brother.
Oh, thank you.
And
Thanks,
now that I'm co-hostless, maybe I'll get you back on the couch again and we can unpack our love of reality TV.
Absolutely.
I
Yeah.
would love to get you back. You've been such a great guest.
Oh, thanks, lovely. Thank you.
And yeah, that was Unpacked and Oversharing with Emily Dale from Big Brother. Thank you.
Thank you.
For being my first ever guest. First ever.
Thank you, I'm honoured. Thank you.
And what a guest.